Alright, boys, so it is Saturday, as you should know already. Saturday is one of the most important days for business, for flipping, for anything. Right? Now, this morning I woke up at 2 p.m., just to be straight up with you. Woke up at 2 p.m. and I thought, holy fuck, what a mistake that was. I shouldn't have done that. I usually don't ever do that, but I did. So I thought, okay, it's fine, it's happened, it's done. Now, how do I make it up to myself, right? Because I didn't make any money while I was sleeping, so how can I make it up to myself to get some money, to get something done, to progress in life? And so I was like, okay, well, let's find something on Facebook to resell. So I hop on Facebook, and this guy posted a full, complete golf set for $75, I think. Yeah, $75. And I looked through it, like, done. He posted it 10 minutes ago. I'm like, I gotta pick this shit up now. This is gonna sell within the next 10 minutes. I already know. I know how it goes. So I messaged him. I'm like, hey, man, I'm on the way to your city, actually. What's your address? I'll stop by. You know, just make it seem like I'm already coming. And he sends me the address. And it's about a 20-minute drive. About 10 minutes into the drive, he messages me. And I think, oh, shit, he's going to tell me, never mind, someone else picked it up. Or somebody else offered him more money than I did. Some shit like that, because that's usually what happens with this good of a deal. Anyways, he messaged me and he said, hey, man, just so you know, a putter's not included. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. I'm like, I'll be honest with you, man. I didn't even know there was a putter in the bag. In general, I thought it was just irons, driver, and woods. And I'm like, but if you were to sell the putter, how much are you hoping for? He said $60. I'm like, okay, $60. So I don't know what the putter is. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen any pictures. I didn't ask him to send it to me. I told him I'll see it when I get there. I thought either that's gonna be a really good deal or it's gonna be some cheap ass putter for $60. Not even worth it. But I don't know. So I finally get to his house, and he comes out, grabs me. I go to his garage. We check out the golf clubs, and I'm like, wow, this is fantastic, dude. I was like, yeah, $75, done. And he's like, oh, and the putter. He pulls out a putter, and from the corner of my eye, I think what I thought was an Odyssey putter. Which, if you guys know Odyssey, the type of putter I was looking at could be worth about $100, $120 maybe. The similar one. But then he hands it to me. He hands me the putter, and I look at it, and I start shaking. It says Scotty Cameron on it. Now, for those of you who don't know what Scotty Cameron is, think of it as like one of the most expensive putters you can ever buy, right? Not but one of them. They're highly sought after. They go for about $250 to $300 on average. It's a little more on some of them, a little less on some of them. So I grab it and I'm like, oh, a Scotty Cameron. He's like, yeah. I'm like, $60? He's like, yep. I'm like, all right. I'm trying to play it cool while meantime my hands are shaking so bad it's like this. And the worst part is I had to pay him Venmo, so I had to hold my phone against his phone to get the scan code. And my hands, man, they were just shaking like crazy. So I was like, hurry up. And luckily, for once in my life, it scans his code immediately, and I can able to pay him. That way I can take my hands away, and so he's not looking at me the whole time. And it was so funny. But I paid him. I'm like, cool, you get that? And he's like, yep. I'm like, all right, man, see you later. I wanted to sit and talk to him more because he's a really cool guy. But I was shaking, and I was like, fuck, I need to get out of here, right? I'm up $600, right? Now we need to get out of here. We paid him more than man wanted. But so anyways, guys, it's a good example of why you always need to be checking. You know, if you're a flipper, it's why you always need to be checking Facebook, right? Because yeah, I could have woke up at 6 a.m. this morning, checked Facebook all morning long, maybe found nothing, and I probably wouldn't have checked at 2 p.m. But instead, I woke up at 2 p.m. Woke up 5 minutes later, looked up, and found like a $600 deal, just like that, like nothing. And I got to sleep in, which honestly I don't really like to brag about sleeping in. It kind of makes me feel like shit. Sleeping in does. But anyways, my point is though, is if I wouldn't have checked it right at that time, I would have never got it. So basically what I always recommend is you gotta be checking constantly, right? You don't need to be obsessed on your phone all day long, but it's like hey, every 30 minutes, every hour, just say, okay, I'm looking at my phone for 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Just check your phone real quick. Okay, scroll. Set the radius. That way it narrows it down to everything in your area. And that way you're not going to have to look at a billion things. You're just going to look at local things. So, makes it super easy, guys. Just do that for like 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, fucking set a timer. I don't give a shit. If you're a pussy, set a timer. If you're not, just fucking go look through Facebook until you looked it up. So, always be checking, guys. Always be checking, and you will never miss out on the deal. That's what's kept me alive, and not even just alive. That's what's kept me high. Like, right? That's what's gotten me all this money, all these golf clubs, and constant inventory, all the time. It's because I'm always checking, and it doesn't affect my daily life. It doesn't affect my relationship. It doesn't affect my job. You know, it's just 2 seconds. So, anyways, guys, I really wanted to tell you that funny story. It's so crazy. I can't believe it. I got a Scotty Cameron, and then I got some TaylorMade and some Ping clubs out of that deal. In total, I paid him $140. He asked for $135. I just sent him $140. Just because I accidentally pressed the 4. My hands are shaking, so I was like, I don't give a fuck. Because I would have paid him $200, to be honest. I would have paid him a lot more than that. But I paid him what he wanted, plus a little bit more. Anyways, guys, I hope you're doing good. That's all I had to tell you. Hope you have a great day.